layers with Miss Ebony. We peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. You ready? The layers effect. 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 We peeling back the layers.
Effect. Welcome. Welcome, Nicole. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm so excited, as you can see. I'm really, really excited. I love everything that you have going on, sis. You already know that you have so many things going on. But I'll let you take this time to introduce yourself to my listeners.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I am Nicole, a.k.a. Coach Nikki. I am a wife. I'm a mother of 3 phenomenal children. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I am an author. I am a poet. I am a director. Yes. I am a dancer. I am so many things, but at the very heart of me, I am down to earth, and I just love inspiring, motivating, and encouraging people to passionately pursue their purpose, no matter what that looks like. And I do that a lot when it comes to weight.
Yeah.
That's just a little bit.
That's just a little bit, you all. But listen, if you look at the ticker, you can look. I'm telling you, okay? She has a lot to offer, okay? So a little background. Nicole and I are both 10 GBC, so that's how I met her. And so we're both members of the same church. But like she said, she does have a lot. So I will never forget when Nicole wrote her very first book. So before we get into why we're here tonight, let's talk about that. How many books is it now? Is it 4 or 5?
So I have 2 that I wrote on my own, and I have co-authored a 3rd book recently. Just this fall.
Yes, congratulations. Yes. So Keisha and I, if you know me, you know my sister Keisha. Of course you know her, Nicole. I will never forget when we joined your program, Fit for a Purpose. Now, from years ago to now, you have definitely expanded the whole Fit for a Purpose, right? So tell us a little bit about your journey, because one thing I will say is when it comes to losing weight, when it comes to getting healthy, when it comes to fitness, it is a struggle. But let me tell you what I found out, right? So I did a little research, and research and statistics show that adults with excess weight have a 55% higher increase chance of developing depression, bipolar disorder, mood disorder, anxiety. Like that blew my mind, right? When you think about being overweight, we always look at, which we should still, diabetes, hypertension. So like we think of the medical elements. We don't think about our mental. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So tell me, Nicole, what was it that impacted you that like said, like, this is it? Like, I'm going to make a change and make it a lifestyle, because that's what you've done now.
Yeah. So like you said, we met, years ago. And so, one of my caveats to everyone watching today is my journey has looked like this. It's not just, okay, you have a goal and you just get there and you stay there. Oh no, it's been some ebbs and flows. And so, one of the things for me was, back in 2010, when I first began my first, hey, I'm ready to get serious. Was when the doctors was like, hey, you're borderline high blood pressure, borderline diabetic, everything was borderline. So all my life, even with my weight going up and down, I always felt like I was healthy for a big girl. So all that other stuff didn't apply to me. I ain't look like I was fluffy because I knew how to pack it in, right? And so you start telling yourself these lies, right? And convincing yourself that it's not as bad as you think. And that was a wake-up call for me. I had just had our son, who's now 12. Can you believe it? And I wanted to be around for him. And so that started my journey. And actually, the birthing of Fit for a Purpose was getting the health scare, the pre-health scare. Yeah. So that was one of the biggest things that made me say, I got to do something. And so I started there.
So what was one of your biggest challenges on your journey, your initial journey? Because we're going to get into, what had transpired, but what was one of your biggest challenges on this journey with getting fit?
The biggest thing I'm a Christian, so God revealed to me is that I was all over the place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, right? And so when I went in January 2011, and I was like, I need some help, Lord. I can't do this by myself, because I knew how to lose weight, but I would gain it back. I'll gain your weight back. I'll gain everybody's weight back, right?
I like that.
I needed to find out how to lose it and keep it off. And one of the things that the Holy Spirit kept showing me was your foundations are off. Right.
Oh, good stuff.
And so my spiritual foundation, first at the root, what was going on? I struggled with emotional eating. Well, I had to acknowledge that it was attached to something. Right. And then once you start peeling back the layers, you figure my greatest challenge was making the decision. Right. We know intellectually that we want to lose weight, and we know that the doctor says eat well, exercise, drink water. We know all that stuff intellectually, but it was deciding that I was worth not only losing the weight, but making the change. And so consistency was a challenge, right? Making up my mind and being consistent and being okay with figuring stuff out, because there's not a one size fits all to this weight loss thing, right? And I done tried everything.
You and me both.
I've tried everything. But that's a part of the journey too. So my challenge was getting frustrated with the journey.
Right. I remember
seeing some progress.
I remember, and Keisha's probably up here watching tonight. So before taking your program or your workshop, I had tried it all, right? One of the things I remember, losing weight can become very frustrating and overwhelming, right? But what I liked about your program is that you didn't have us doing you didn't take it all from us, right? And I won't go too far into it, because if you want to know more, you will do what I did, pay my coins and join the program, okay? But what I like about it is, I like that you were now you were in the Coach Nikki, and it fits you well because you were our coach. You checked in with us daily, and you had us doing things that it didn't make us feel depressed about. That's what deters a lot of people when it comes to losing weight, is you take everything away. Like, okay, no carbs, no all at one time so fast. You know what I mean? And for someone who has never done that, it may be a lot, you know what I mean? But I like that you had us on a system. Now walk us through this new journey. So, okay, so you lost a lot of weight, and then came along, baby. Look, go ahead. I'll let you tell your journey. Okay.
So my first journey, I had lost almost 92 pounds over a 2-year period. And then I was 5 pounds from my goal weight, and then got pregnant. Got pregnant with the baby. And then after Nadia, I was like, you know what? I deserve to eat, so you're eating. I was a 3-time mom, so you start kind of giving yourself a little slack. Well, the weight kind of up and down, and the pivotal point was in 2020, January 2020. My father passed unexpectedly. I'm only 60 years old. I'm a daddy's girl.
Okay.
So that wrecked like my life. At least what I thought it did.
Right.
And so I went into this deep, this emotional roller coaster, this depression, this anxiety. And I had gained over 20 something pounds in like 5 months.
Wow.
I had already tipped the scales at over 200 and something at that time. This was just 2020.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I was wearing a back brace to do basic household chores. The pandemic made it easier to conceal what was going on down here, right?
Yeah,
I ain't have to be present for anybody. I could look a hot mess. I could eat, stuff I wasn't supposed to eat. It was my business, and and who was going to check me? I wasn't going nowhere.
That's right.
But it got to the point where when summer came, I couldn't do basic stuff with the kids. I was uncomfortable in my own skin. It wasn't a vanity thing. It was my quality of life was declining because I was not taking care of my health. And so in June 2020, I began a new journey. A friend of mine was doing something, and I said, "Hey girl, what you doing?" And she told me, and without any question, at that moment I was ready because I was sick of myself. I said, "Sign me up. Whatever you recommend, sign me up
now."
I mean, I just signed me up because at that point I done did everything before.
Right.
I already knew, but I had never in my life felt the way I felt in 2020, and I knew, okay, something has to change. Because if I was kept gaining 25 pounds every 5 months, sis. So I tipped the scales at 283.3 pounds on this 5'3.5" frame.
Yeah. And it's something because height does make a difference. You know what I mean?
Height
because
makes a difference.
I'm 5'10.5", 5'11", so 283 on me and 283 on, like you said, 5'3". It's totally different.
Girl, very disrespectful. My joints was like, what you trying to do? But thanks for joining that new program, I lost 126.5 pounds.
Yes! Now tell us, because I'll tell you, Nicole, when you started your journey, your weight was coming off so fast in this journey. It was like you were just, every time you put up a pic, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, wow. So tell us, during this new journey, so how long did it take you?
So to reach my first milestone, which ended up being about 108 pounds, it took me 9 months to lose that weight. I maintained that weight for about 6 months or so. And then I decided, let me just lose a little bit more. And it took me about 3 weeks to lose the rest. So I say, if I had to round it all up, I would say 10 months to lose that weight and keep it off.
And what also makes your journey unique is you and your husband, the second time around, you all like joined forces together, and we started seeing the pictures on social media, and it was like, oh my God, like the weight was dropping off. Both of you all, and you all were just, it was just awesome to see, to have that support system and do it together. So how did you, who initiated that part of the journey?
So I did. So, when you try something new, you're a little apprehensive. I'll be honest. I was a little skeptical, but I was willing to try anything. Right.
Okay.
So I only told my husband, I said, babe, I'm going to do something new. I'm not telling nobody because I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to give it my all. Like, even though I wasn't going to tell anybody, I was going to give it my all. and I had lost almost 36 pounds in 6 weeks. I was like, oh, this is a game changer. I'm in it to win it. And I said, hey, babe, I'm going to transition. I'm going to do another round. And he said, when you start again, I want to join you. And so it was just from me doing it and him seeing the results that we did it together. And so it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been so awesome watching you all together, you know, because on social media, I usually either see the man and he's doing his thing, and sometimes like the wife is left behind. Not saying he didn't try to encourage her, because you don't know the back end, you know,
right?
Or the woman, you know what I mean? She's out there doing her thing, but to see a couple together, you know what I mean? It was really nice to see. So listen, let's go to the chat. In the chat, keeping it off is awesome, Nick. Nicole Ellis, that's from Keisha. Yes. Someone says you have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Now that's good. That is really, really good. Someone has said so you had said something that was really good. Someone said, that's good, Nicole. She said a lot that was good tonight. So listen, don't go anywhere. We're going to come back in segment 2. We're going to hear more from Coach Nikki. And then I'm going to hold Nicole here for the Layers Effect letter, because I want, you know, with the letters, everyone know, I'll read the letter, I'll give my piece, and our special guest tonight is going to give her piece. Okay? So we'll be right back. Stay right there. Listen to the artist, Ashby. We are. Stay tuned. Okay, production team. And listen, while you're waiting, share. Invite people to the group.
Upon
Welcome back. Welcome back. Again, that was Ashby. You can check her out on YouTube. So if you are just now joining us during this segment, welcome to the Layers Effect with your girl, me, Miss Ebony. And I have my special guest today, Coach Nikki. And the discussion topic today is keeping it healthy. So let's go to the chat. Someone in the chat asked, did you find it more expensive to lose weight? I struggle sometimes with the cost because typically the healthier ingredients cost more money. Good question. And the second part, you want to answer that first, or let me do both questions?
You can do both questions.
Okay. And the other part of that is, did you find a way to keep it cost effectively?
Okay. So let me answer it like this. Because I'm Coach Nick, so I no filter. This is how I roll. Okay. Cost is relative. And I say that when it comes to your health and wellness and longevity of life, it's not a cost, it's not an expense, it's an investment. Okay. So we pay expensive costs for medication, right? So medication was designed to do for us what we won't do for ourselves, which is eat well, exercise, get the proper rest. So we spend more money on the things that cover us externally. And it could be hair, it could be nails, it could be, I got, people got so many waist trainers, body stuff, and I'm not judging because I had them all too, y'all. I had them all. So what I'm saying is, if you sat down and you started adding that stuff up, we spend money on things that serve us no value to our bodies, right? And so I choose to invest in my health. So for me, I didn't think it was expensive. Because one, I know what I waste money on any other time.
Right.
Far as eating and what the cost of eating healthier, we have to dispel the myth. A lot of the stuff in the grocery stores, especially around the aisles, they may seem inexpensive, right? And because, you get 2 bags for this and 2 bags for that. But honestly, to meal prep and purchase fresh vegetables and lean protein and stuff like that, look, I saved so much. Our household has saved so much money by changing our lifestyle because we now are preparing foods better. You're actually spending more when you go and not only buy the processed foods and stuff, but you're spending more against your body. Right. So that's the way I answer. That's the way I answer that. It's all about what are you trying to accomplish? And if we spend more on the outside of our body, we actually should, flip that and do better for the inside of our body.
And, so she said, that's a good way of looking at it. And it is. She took the words right out of my mouth. It is a good way of looking at it. Because as women, we spend all this money on our hair, our nails, our feet, outfits, or habits, or eating out. I mean, you know what I mean? We spend. I like that the way you look at it. It's an investment on our health, because I noticed that with eating healthier, those items usually cost more. But to me, it's a reason. Like the cheaper processed foods that are processed are cheaper for a reason, because it's not good for us. So the fattier foods, they're usually cheaper. You know what I mean? So yes, drop your questions. Someone said, great answer. Drop your questions in the chat while we're talking. So Coach Nikki, give us like 3 tips. And I know you have a lot, and I only want you to give us 3 because of course you have so much more to give us, but this is you probably believe in the same thing because you are an entrepreneur. I believe in nuggets, and I believe in giving you a little something, because if you want the rest, then you're going to make her your coach. Like, come on now. Like, so give us like 3 good tips that you would give, whether it was wherever we're at in our life.
Okay. The biggest thing, main tip number 1 is you just got to decide that you are worth it. You are worth improving your health, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, socially. I don't care what it is. You just got to decide that you are worth better than what you have today, right? Even though I've lost this weight, even though my husband and I are, adding income to our household and doing different things, we still should strive for better. So decide that you are worth better, okay? After you make a decision, be okay with trying to figure it out. I may not be the answer for you, right? but I may be the answer for somebody. I don't prescribe that I am the be all know all. However, I do know that I am an amazing coach.
That's right.
So be willing to try things out. And when you're trying things out, don't give up. Okay. You might start on Monday and you might fall on Thursday. Don't just quit.
Right.
Give it your all. Be willing to try. If it doesn't work for you and you're like, why did it work for them and not for me? You got to keep trying until you get that right thing. Okay.
Good
so
stuff.
One, decide that you are worth, better. Make sure you're willing to try. And then my last tip for you is whatever you choose, follow the program, the protocol, the coach, the mentor, as prescribed, as designed.
Yes.
Stop trying to remix stuff, right? Sometimes we get in a system and we think we know it better than they do. Look, I've lost 126.5 pounds, not because I just went out there rogue and remixing. I had to follow a system, and then I then started showing people how to do the same thing. So whether it's weight loss, whether it's financial, whether it's social, make sure whatever mentorship you're getting, follow that system, and so that you know that you're giving it all and it works for you. So those are my nuggets.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So listen, before we jump into the letter, please look on the ticker here. Nicole, anything else? I mean, anything you got going on far as with fitness right now that you got coming up? Yes, thank you, production team. Follow Coach E. She's on all social media platforms, okay? Go to her website, because on her website, you can subscribe to her, and then you could get her. But Nicole, you tell them. I'm sorry. Go ahead, you tell them.
No problem. If y'all visit www.iamnicke.com, go click on follow me. You can follow all my social media platforms. I have Fit for a Purpose. I have I Am Nikki. I have Prideful Products, which is a nonprofit. I have a wives conference coming up. I do a lot of things so you can stay connected. So go check me out, y'all.
Yes, check her out.
If you reach out to me and you're interested in more information for weight loss, I can make sure I get you one of my forms to fill out, and we can schedule a consultation. And the consultation is free, y'all. It don't hurt to get some free information.
Come on now. And you know what? Did y'all hear that? Free, okay? So let's go ahead and do that now. Follow her now. Okay, let's jump into the letter. So during this part of the segment, I'll read a letter from someone who has written in, who needs some advice, who's looking for some advice, some free advice, right? And here we are, non-judgment, but we're going to keep it real with you and give you, so I'll go first, and then you'll, give us your feedback, and then we'll go to the listeners, okay? All right. So, hi, Miss Ebony. I have been catfished. Just to give you a little background information, I'm in my mid-30s, and if I say so myself, I'm doing pretty good financially. I was looking for a partner who was either at my level or above. I thought I had found that in my boyfriend. He told me that he had a management position at his job. He took over his mother's home so she could retire down south. I have never seen him in anything but designer labels. When we talk about our future, he's told me that basically he would pay all the bills. Sounds good, right? Sound good to me. Don't it sound good to you, Nicole? Sound good so far. Well, here's the shaky part. His mother's house. Well, his two brothers live there with him. He said he was helping them out. I do all the driving. From him, he lets his brother use his car to get around since he's always at work. We hardly go anywhere. On the rare occasion we do go out somewhere, he will pay. But trust me, he's not spending much. The majority of the time we are at my place and I'm usually cooking. He never offers gas money or even money to help pay for groceries. My birthday, he was MIA. He said he had to fly out to help his mom. When I did see him, he gave me a gift. And literally, it couldn't have cost more than $10. Ooh, child. I told him on Monday that I wanted to go out, so we went to Applebee's on Friday. The tab came to $30. Should have saved this man some money. What did you eat for $30, right? He gave the server his card to pay, and the young lady came back with the news that his card had declined. Ooh, his card had declined. So he gave her another card to use. That card was declined as well. I end up paying. My boyfriend thanked me, stating that he didn't know what was going on and that he would reach out to his bank. Saturday, we were hanging out at my place per usual, and I told him that I wanted pizza for dinner. He said, cool, no problem. I'll transfer the money over to you to purchase with your card. Dinner time rolls around, and I had yet to receive his bank transfer. I reminded him about dinner. He said, oh yeah, I forgot. I'll send you the money now. After about 10 minutes, he said he was having trouble accessing his bank app. He and I bank at the same place. So I told him, no problem, let me try. I was able to sign onto the app with no problem. I gave him my phone to use, and the look on his face told me everything I needed to know. I asked what was going on. He did he even have the money for a pizza? He said no. I was quiet for a minute because I wasn't trying to embarrass him, so I needed time to collect my thoughts. Eventually, I did ask for the truth about his finances. What I heard from him that night sealed our fate. For me, it wasn't so much about the lack he had, but his pushback when I explained to him that it was time to really put in the work with him getting out of the hole. His lack of ambition and drive was the biggest turnoff. I dropped him off at home that night, and I blocked his number. I blocked his number as I pulled off. Outside of that, he's a good guy. Am I being a gold digger by expecting to live a certain way? Should I work with him instead of kicking him to the curb? So mine is going to be short and sweet, right? So this brother got a lot going on. And sis, you were catfish, okay? So let's get to your question. Your question is, are you being a gold digger by expecting to live a certain way? No. Should you work with him instead of kicking him to the curb? Now, I don't believe that you should have blocked him. I do feel like the brother does deserve a conversation with ending things, but I do think you should maybe pull back with this whole relationship because you said this was your boyfriend. And with this being your boyfriend, there's a lot that you weren't privy to. You did not know that he was having financial issues and that he was lacking funds. I do feel like there's a lot that he hasn't told you that he owes you because you and him are in a committed relationship, and only in a committed relationship, but you are talking about doing life together. He's even told you that he believes in paying all the bills. He could have kept that part to himself, but because he told you that, and then he's telling you I'm a manager and you see him in these clothes, I don't, maybe he was trying to impress you because he knows that you're financially stable and he sees what you have going on. But I believe honesty and transparency is the key. Communication is a bigger key. And there's a lack of communication somewhere. But I'm going to stop there. Help me out, Coach Nikki. Go ahead.
Look, I mean, that was definitely a mouthful there, but it's very simple. When decide that you are worth greater.
Yes. Okay. Decide
that you are worth greater. And to answer her question, she's not a gold digger. It is nothing wrong with having a standard and wanting that standard to be upheld. And honestly, she don't owe him nothing. They not husband and wife. If he lying about this simple stuff, what he's gonna do later, I ain't opposed to her blocking him. That's just me. But I say, she should be able to go to sleep at night knowing that she wasn't a gold digger, and it's better to find out now than to find out later when he has greater responsibilities and he ain't able to pull his weight.
Right. It's like, can you imagine you done got down the aisle and you're seeing these red flags, sis. So I agree with Nicole. Let's go to the chat. So, wow, someone said he's got a wife. Someone went to the street. He is married, and he maybe he's married but separated and paying alimony or something. Someone else said no job. It sounds like he doesn't have a job. Someone said he's broke. Another listener said bye, dude. Someone said we have a listener said a certain way he couldn't even afford a $30 meal. That is what got me. You tried to save him some money when you said it's nothing wrong with Applebee's, but by you agreeing, it sounded like y'all didn't even get sodas. You didn't get any drink. It sounded like a 2 for $22, and that was just the tax. $30. Did you get a side salad? You saved him money. You didn't even get dessert, sis. A listener said no. He should let you know upfront about finances. When you're honest, people will let you know what's going on. Communication is key. Yes. Another listener said he took advantage all the way, and that's my thoughts. I agree. Another listener said, when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe it. That is so true. I mean, let me see what else before I... Gold digger, he ain't even give her nothing. Somebody said that part. Yes, sis, listen. You heard Coach Nikki. She said that she would definitely block him. And you may just want to do that because if you do have a conversation, the part that is kind of concerning is, will he be able to say something to you that maybe have you change your mind? You know what I mean? Like, he already got you to the point where the car declined, then the pizza, and then, and how long have you all been together? And then another listener said he's married. Why are we spending all this time at my house? Why aren't we going out? Because we could go walk we can walk in the mall. It's so many different things that we could be doing. And that could be a red flag. And for the listener, you could be right. Either girlfriend, seeing someone else, but why are we spending all this time in my home? You know what I mean? So that could be very well. And then the brother has the car, and it's your car. I don't know too many people he just always have the car. It sounds like this brother does not have a car. And he may not have a job, okay? But he does have a lot of excuses and a lot of lies. There's a lack of, and I think, the best thing you probably could have done for yourself is block him. A listener said, on another note, he could be down now. He could be down now and needs to get his grind up for a come up. Someone said baby mama at his house. He could have a baby mama at his house. And, maybe he is down now. And that's why communication is key, because we are not tearing this brother down and saying, like, you have to be balling out of control. Coach Nikki didn't say that, and I'm not saying that neither. However, communication is key. And we're in our mid-30s, and we're talking about a future. We have to be going somewhere. Your finances got to be somewhere. You know what I mean? And in the letter, she said that she even tried to talk to him with coming up with a plan to dig himself out of the hole. That was an important key. She didn't just, give up on him instantly. She sounded like she tried to talk to him and he deflected and didn't want to, really talk about it. So yes, that definitely was a red flag. I said, get yourself out of there. And I think you did a good job with blocking him. But gold digger not. It is okay to have standards. I do believe in, and you know why I say it's okay? Not just have standards, not that part. You said in your letter early on, you're in your mid-30s and you are financially stable, right? So I do believe in, and Coach Nikki, you tell me how you feel about this piece. I don't believe in requiring something from your partner that you can't attest to. So, like, I've seen all the time, like, oh, he gotta have an 800 credit score, and since you sitting down here at 450, what's your, right. That's now you want to mess up his credit. What's your piece on that, Nicole?
I mean, I definitely agree. And to the lady or whoever had said on another note, maybe he's in a down place and he's going to come up. But, we don't have to save him. We don't have to, and we have a tendency as women, right, to feel like, we have to be there. We can, like somebody said, pray for him, send him our love and our blessings. And he come up, you could say, hey, congratulations. But it does sound like she was trying to help him, at least give some advice. And I do agree that it's unrealistic for me to say, I want a man who got 5 houses and I'm living with my mama. You know what I mean? Like we all have stages to this thing, but we also can't be ridiculous and unrealistic either, right? And then you get to choose as the individual what you will put up with. And if she is saying enough is enough. Hey, I mean, if you lying about the simple things, what else would you lie about?
Exactly.
I don't even think it's about just the money. I think it's the fact that he lying about it.
Right. Okay. So it's like some other things going on, right? Well, Nicole, you have been so awesome. Thank you so much. I'm honored. You know, when I asked you, you said you were honored, but no, I was honored that you were available and that you said yes, because you do have a lot of great and awesome things going on. If you are a wife and you are watching, if you are a woman, period, please follow her. Because when you do follow her and you get on her website, you'll see all the different events she got going on, because she does have a powerful, mind-blowing, this is the third annual or fourth? Third, right?
It's the fourth.
Fourth annual Wives Conference. In fact, we have a couple wives that are listening that have actually attended, like myself. That's coming up in June. So contact her, subscribe, so you can see all the great things that she has going. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon, sis. And thank you again.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
tuned for the next song we have. Anaya, What Are We?
This thing between me and you, it's been a while now. Where are we?
Look, it's difficult for me to make you understand.
Of course it is.
How did I know you were gonna say that? You see, it has been a while,
You're telling me?
but you know how I feel for you.
I don't. That's the problem.
What? That is absolutely absurd. You know I've been dealing...
Listen, save it. I have a show to prepare for. I don't have time for this right now.
Now you don't have time for it.
I have a show to prepare for.
Okay. Okay. I tried.
So much for trying.
What do we call this? We're just having fun, and you'll never be my only one. What do we call this? Friends with benefits. Don't believe that this is nothing. Know you're feeling something. You could stay or you could exit. Be a curse or be a blessing. Am I wrong for all the questions? Either way, I ain't gon' stress it. I've been moving at your pace, and I want us to be on the same page. So what are we? 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 I gotta know. What are we? What are we? You and me? What are we? What are we? What are we? Are we just friends? Are we just lovers? Tell me, is it cool if you see me with another? I gotta know. What are we? 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 I gotta know. All of a sudden, yeah, your conversations changed, and you don't look at me the same. Tell me why you act this way. We were just fucking, and now you're calling and making love. That's okay if you wanna make this yours. What are you waiting for? Don't wanna make you the bad guy. Understand I value my time, and you know that I'm a bad bitch. Any man I want, I'd have him. I've been moving at your pace, and I want us to be on the same page. What are we? So what are we? 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 I gotta know. What are we? What are we? You and I gotta know. What are we? What are we? Are we just friends? Are we just lovers? Tell me, is it cool if you see me with another? I gotta know. What are we? 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 I gotta know.
special guest, Amanda. Welcome.
Thank
Y'all
you.
Give her some hearts in the chat. Give her some hearts. So, welcome, Amanda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I know you are excited like I am because your podcast is getting ready to start. It's getting ready to premiere. It is. Do you have your phone up too? I'm kind of echoing.
No,
okay,
I'm not.
Okay, don't worry about that piece. So, introduce yourself. Tell my listeners a little bit about yourself and what you got going on, girl.
So, we have my podcast is coming. It is.
Yes.
It'll premiere Thursday at 8 p.m. It's called True Weight. I'm super excited. A lot of people know my journey. Thank you, producers.
Yeah,
a lot of people know my journey with my weight loss. Just being transparent on my podcast about weight loss is more than just losing the actual weight. Life comes with some true weight issues that don't even start when the pounds start. So I'm just digging deep and just getting down to the true weight and just being transparent about my life story up until now.
Okay, so listen, what inspired you? Because first of all, let's back up. Let's tell the viewers how you are a big part of Black Star Media, okay? So Black Star, she is our executive administrative assistant. So she's been in the background, but she has been helping us keep it together. She's keeping us organized, She is at every meeting, keeping us on topic. She does a lot. She does our graphics. It's so much that she does. So tell me, Miss Amanda, what inspired you to come from because I know you as being very shy. So what inspired you from coming and, starting your own podcast?
So honestly, it's just, when you hit 30, you transition. Okay. And now that I'm 31, it's like you always live for others. You live behind the scenes. And I'm just taking my own torch and letting people know it's more to me than, hey, she was the big girl. She lost all this weight. She was this person, that person. Like, no, I am Shatona. This is my true weight. This is who I am. And I just want to live my truth. And not just me. I want other women to live their truth too. We live in the shadows of others and we forget about ourselves. So
that is so good.
As I lost all the weight, I just identified with who I was and just loving me and putting God first and me next to him. So that's what inspired me.
What I love about your journey is you're not just, and with your podcast, I'm really excited about, you're not just focused on the physical pounds that we shed. You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit about some different episodes that we got to look forward to. Just give them a little bit, sis, because if they want to catch it all, they got to do what? Tune in. So,
and then if they want to catch even more, they got to buy the book.
Okay. Tell us about that. Go ahead.
True Weight is going to be a book. My goal today, like in True Weight, I said set your goals for Monday. By the end of this year, my book will be complete. That doesn't mean my story is complete because God is still writing my journey. But I'm just so thankful that at this point in life that I can be transparent with my story. And some of the episodes is not so much of me telling all of my story, but actually coming and connecting with other women and men. One of the topics is sexuality. The other topic is loving yourself, mental illness. I'm even going to do one where I'm going to, get cute in a nice outfit because you have to feel good on the inside, so people can also see what, others don't see.
Okay, good stuff.
So I'm really excited to connect with a lot of women. You know, one of our biggest episodes is going to be plastic surgery.
Yes,
Because,
yes.
you know, I'm like the black plus size baby doll. So I'm super excited to, you know, revisit my journey of plastic surgery. I actually have 2 more rounds. So that will be included in more episodes in the book. And really being truthful about getting back on like my eating habits. Because everybody know I had weight loss surgery. So I want to let people know the aftermath to the journey. So that's
girl,
it.
you got me so excited because I know you want to always support others and encourage others and push others. Like you're the friend, the sister, the cousin that if you know someone and they want to start that business, you push them. You will start it for them. You go get that business license. I mean, you will write that business plan. You know what I mean? And so to see you, you know, have started your journey and now like coming out and sharing your journey with others. I'm a true believer that we go through different things in life to help someone else. You know what I mean? We can go through some of the most craziest things and you're like, oh my God, why did you allow me to go through that? And I feel like we go through these different journeys and trials and tribulations and storms because when we overcome it, it's going to help someone else. So I already know that, you know, you starting this podcast and you being transparent and open and honest about your journey, it's going to help so many more women because you've already helped women. You know what I mean? And so I'm really excited about that. And I know you're excited because we talk. So during our meetings, you know, I'm transparent. So during our meetings, Amanda here has shared that she has already written season 2. Okay, and so like y'all know me, I'm wrapping up season 1, and I'm going to go into season 2 of my other podcast. So we're up there, and all the personalities are on the meeting. Like season 2. What? She hasn't even started season 1, and she is already like, oh, season 1 is written. I have my guests lined up. I'm ready for season 2, you know.
Yes.
So I know you're going to do well. I know you're going to do really well because you're taking it seriously. And so I know you're going to do well. So let me ask you this. So you have some special guests lined up as well, right?
I do. One of the special guests, one of our producers connected me to her. And I'm so excited to meet her. We actually talked for the first time tonight. She has a very similar journey. You know, I'm really big about women having confidence. But this go round, I'm also going to tap into some men. A lot of men lack self-esteem. Being in the being in the plastic surgery world, they also get plastic surgery.
Wow, get out of here. They out here getting tummy tucks and lipos too?
Girl, yes. They get their breast moved, 6-packs pulled back, everything.
Oh, wow. Yes. I'm looking forward to that episode. Okay.
Yes. So I'm super excited with the connections. You'll even see some people from around our area being pulled on our show. And if anybody's ever looking to, you know, branch out, you know, Black Star Media is here. Okay. Period. So I'm gonna bring some people on that's even looking into getting gastric bypass and sleeve.
Good.
Because you know that's still like once you're a bypass patient, that's like your story for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
I'm still 3 years out and I still eat tiny. So.
You probably were listening earlier. I had my special guest, Coach Nick E. And I was talking to her. We were doing, you hadn't joined yet. We were doing like the audio check and lighting check. And one of the things that I had discussed with her is I like how every journey can be different. You know what I mean? Right. Whether you're losing it naturally, whether you're going through a weight loss surgery. And I will be the first one to say, like everyone looks at weight loss surgery to be like, oh, it's the easy way out. and it's not, because you still got to put in the work. You know what I mean? I like one thing about your show is you even the plastics and cosmetic surgery, which people are getting, because even after losing all that weight, however you lost it, and having children. And so many different things that happen to your body. So as a woman, I've never had a C-section, but for those that have had cesareans, I've learned that, once that happens, forgive me. It's harder to get that snap back. You know what I mean? If you've been overweight for some time, whether you had children or not, it's harder once you lose that weight to get that tightness. So sometimes plastics is necessary. So I like that you're being open and transparent about it and talking about it. Amanda, I lost over 150 pounds, right?
Right.
So after losing that weight, everybody looked at me like, "Oh yeah, you look so good." But what they didn't realize was under my clothes, I still had excess fat. When you had made the decision to do go have surgery,
go to Mexico.
When you had made that decision, I was like, wow, it's something I would want to get done, But then I did. Look, you educated me. You added me to the group. We did the research. I went. So many others went, and it really feels good to now, have lost that weight, but now really enjoy my body. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing for, like I said, people on the outside like, "Oh, girl, you look good," and not knowing that when you take off that shirt and those panties, y'all know I'm transparent. The stomach just drops. You know what I mean? So it feels good that I have tightness now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, and it's good. I like that you're not ashamed. I like that you're being open, because truthfully, sis, it's a lot of people out here that are tucking it, getting it cut. Even if it's the non-surgical procedure where they're going to get the what is it called?
The laser lipo or
laser lipo. These different.
It's
so much that women are doing, and it is their own personal business. But the truth is, so many people are shaming it, like, she got that cut, she got that tuck, she got it. Sis, do what makes you feel good, but be safe.
And that's why the show is so important, True Weight, because it goes deeper than what you're looking at in the mirror.
Right.
I recently counted. I had 23 surgeries, throughout my body too, because I was chasing something that wasn't healed. So the bottom line of True Weight is healing and dealing. Like as you heal, you need to deal with your true weights, because no matter how many surgeries you have, the damage and the brokenness, if it's not healed, you're going to chase something that you're never going to find.
Yes. Good stuff. Y'all want to tune in? Yes. So tell us, look, someone let's go to the chat really quickly. Okay, so oh my goodness, you have so much support in the chat. Someone, Danielle said, "Go sis." Yes, I'm excited for someone else. Another listener said, "I'm excited for you." We have another listener said, "That's great. She is definitely resourceful and brilliant. Love it."
Thank you. Another
listener said, "Yep, go get her." So true. Men are struggling with self-esteem. Someone, Ebony, you're silly. Yes, I am. Let me find out all these six packs won't work out in the gym. You know what's so funny? We
got our 6 packs done, by the way, when you have a tummy tuck. It's called a muscle repair.
A muscle repair, okay? It's so funny though, because the first thing and I'm no longer single, but when I was single, the first thing you wanted to do was like, I'm going to the gym. Because you thinking like that's where the single brothers at and they working out or whatever. And like that listener just said, let me find out you in there busting it and those fake 6-pack, but it's okay. We love them too.
No judgment.
No judgment. Yes, no judgment. Someone else said, love it. Amanda, you talking right. Someone else said, yes, that was so powerful. And that is so powerful. I've learned through my weight loss journey that it's bigger than eating right and going to the gym. It's your mental. And I feel like, I'm no expert, but I feel like you have to get the mental first. You have to, like you said, you have to be delivered. You have to be healed. You have to get your healing through your mental. You have to make sure you're mentally healthy before you can make sure you're physically healthy.
And
because if we don't, go ahead.
And Ev, just to be transparent, I like, when it comes to my journey, I like to be transparent. A lot of people judge from the outside and they don't know how broken I was. I'm actually just coming out of my brokenness so I could talk about it. And a lot of things that are, on social media, including what I put up there about how I look and taking my pictures. But I was a 30-year-old brokenness from a lot of damage. And you do have to be mentally there because what people don't know, there was 2 reasons I had gastric bypass. That was to have children. And the other thing was because I needed surgery and I was too big to be on the operating table. And they said I wouldn't make it. I was never mentally ready for gastric bypass. So now I'm having to make that decision 3 years later because I've had all these plastic surgeries and I still feel like it wasn't enough because I never felt enough. So that's where the healing and dealing comes into play.
That's good. We have in the chat a listener. In fact, it's Nicole. I love when Nicole says stuff because girl, she be giving us that knowledge, chat.
That tea, girl. That's that tea.
She said it's a process. She also said many people look good on the outside, and jacked up on the inside. Ooh, that was so good. That gave me chills. We've got to take care of our mind. That is so true. That's why you see different people like celebrities. We see it all the time. It could be this beautiful woman or this beautiful man on the outside, and you're like, oh my God, they committed suicide. How? Why? You know what I mean?
Right.
Or they're beautiful on the outside and now they're addicted to drugs or alcohol, and it's because mentally they weren't healthy and happy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And and look, we've talked about this. You can't go by how someone looks on Facebook, or you can't go by the posts, because it's so much judgment going on, and you don't want everyone in your business. You can't really put what is going on in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm so proud of you because you have decided in your life that, you know what, I'm going to take control of my life.
Absolutely.
And you're putting yourself on a platter. You know what I mean? Which is very brave because you're going to be open and transparent about you. And then you're going to invite others on your platform so they can be open and transparent about themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I honor you, and I admire you because it takes a lot, and I know that you have prepared for this, and I'm excited for you, sis.
Thank you.
Black Star Media.
We are here. We are here.
Do me a favor. Don't go anywhere because we're going to come back. We're going to go to this song, Anaya Fowler. But when we come back, we're going to talk about this platform with Black Star Media that we are on in all the upcoming shows. Stay tuned.
All righty.
I'd be lying if I said that I didn't think about you night and day. And I'd be trying to hide all my feelings that I feel inside for you. No hesitation, boy, I'm all in. Got me checking, texting, calling, slipping, tripping, feels like I'm falling. It's so hard to focus tonight, staring in your eyes, read between the lines. I think I might be falling for you. Maybe I'm falling for you. Maybe I'm falling for you. Yeah, I'm falling for you. Baby, I'm falling. Come get it, baby, all in. Cause you know that you got me falling for you. Baby, yeah. You don't care if I ain't rockin' weave or no makeup. Call me beautiful from the time that I wake up. Make me come alive, open up my third eye. It's the forever thing, we ain't never gonna break up. Cause you become a part of my habit. Everything good, no static. Just like air, I gotta have it. Total package, yeah. No hesitation, boy, I'm on it. Got me checking, texting, calling. Slipping, tripping, feels like I'm falling. It's so hard to focus tonight. Staring in your eyes. Read between the lines, I think I might be falling for you. Maybe I'm falling for you. Maybe I'm falling for you. Yeah, falling for you. Maybe I'm falling. Come get it, baby, all in. Maybe I'm falling for you. Baby, I'm falling. Come get it, baby, all in. Cause you know that you got me falling for you. Baby, I'm falling for you.
Falling for you. All right, y'all. Let's.
Oh my God. Eb, can I just say this?
Go ahead. You know me. Go ahead.
My eyes got so teary. I just want to appreciate my family. Like, I'm getting text messages and they're like having the whole YouTube up watching. And all of my family is back home. Easter was yesterday. So homesick, trying to put together a business, this show. The support is everything from even y'all, my family in the 757. I'm just so loved right now. Like, the text messages are pouring in. So,
did you get a chance to look into the chat? You have a lot of love coming from that chat.
No, because I'm trying not to mess up my makeup.
Listen, y'all see this girl? Tell them listeners, let her know y'all want to see the tears on the live. But that is so awesome because you aren't from Virginia, you know what I mean?
Right.
And even though you have made, like myself and my family, others, your family, it's still nothing like, your family. And I know you do miss back home. But to see the support you're receiving already, and you haven't even started, So True Weight with Miss Amanda premieres this Thursday at 8:00. Okay, so go to the Facebook and in the search bar and put True Weight, and one of the admins over there will add you to will accept your request. Okay, so do that. But so let's talk about Black Star Media. Okay, we love Black Star Media. Okay. Yes. We have a lot going on. We have a lot coming up, and we have a lot we are going to do, right? And so what's upcoming shows, if you look on the ticker, you'll see all the upcoming shows. You have Chat and Chew, Wolfpack Sports Show. You'll see them as they come along while I'm talking. So what I'm excited about is you have a variety of shows. It's not just like something for the ladies, something for singles, something for married folks, something for men. It's something for everyone, you know what I mean? Right. And so that is what I love about Black Star Media. We're bringing diversity, we're bringing variety, you know what I mean? As you see, we have Black Star Media Group at Gmail. If you are an entrepreneur, and for those of you that have contacted us, we will get back with you this week. You're an entrepreneur. We have some awesome advertisement and sponsor packages, okay? Get into it now because I'm telling you what we have that we're offering for our price is going to go up, okay? What it means is if you decide to become a sponsor or advertiser with Black Star Media, we will advertise your business on all of our platforms, our Facebook, our YouTube, our website, all of the shows, okay? You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. So you won't just see it advertised on the Layers Effect. No, you will see it advertised on all of our platforms, which is really, really unique. We have an awesome production team. If you're interested in a show, tell them, Amanda, you have an idea of starting a show.
Yes.
All you have to do is go ahead.
Yep. If you're sitting on a burning passion, that's what I call it. You see the email there, send the email. I'm breaking out of my shell.
Yes.
Let me tell you, it is a beautiful thing to be able to talk your passion, or whatever that's a burning desire in your heart. You could do it.
I didn't know what that was.
Me either. I saw that too.
Yeah, both of us, we smile like her. Yeah. But and another good thing about Black Star, right? So Amanda had an idea. Well, she had it written out, but then she came to the production team, and right. she gave her vision, and then the production team got with her and helped her package this show. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be an hour segment. We're over an hour, but it doesn't have to be an hour segment, 45. It could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Email Black Star Media. I'm telling you now, it is the way to go. So season 2, go ahead.
And so, if it's okay with the team, because I'm feeling so excited. The first three people that go ahead and sign up with Black Star Media will get a free graphic flyer of their show, and they could customize it. Let me know, and all of my work is fire, baby.
Did y'all hear this? Like, you're right here. And this is for the people in the lab. No. Right. This is not for the replay, folks, okay? If you are watching the replay, when you watch it, in the chat, put replay so we can know that, you watch it, you did catch it during the replay. But yes, I'm telling you right now, okay? Yes. Black Star is where we have so many upcoming events. Black Star Media, we're doing a cookout. We're shooting for Memorial Weekend, and we may have to change the date, but we're shooting for a cookout where we're going to have women against the men and a kickball tournament, and we're going to just get together and fellowship and eat. I'm telling you, it's just so fun, okay? So Amanda's show premieres this Thursday at 8 o'clock. Check her out on the Facebook group, okay? You heard she's offered the first 3 people that contact Black Star Media, okay, interested in a podcast show, she is offering free graphic design. You cannot beat that, okay? You cannot. So you definitely want to. Shout out again. This was like 2 weeks ago when I had my brunch, and I'm still like kind of on a I don't know, you call it like a high, because we had so much fun, the ladies and I. It was about 25 of us all together. And we got together and we fellowshiped. It was mothers and daughters that came together, friends, sisters. We had a whole family. It was like aunties, a grandma, a mom, sisters, cousins. And it was just really nice for all of us, for a small group to come together, fellowship with different women that they didn't even know. You know what I mean? So that was awesome. Next Monday is the season finale for the Layers Effect, okay? Next Monday. You want to be here 7:30 sharp and catch that show, because it is the season finale, and the Layers Effect will go on a small break, and then the Marcelina show will be back next Wednesday. Okay. Yay. And I'm really excited about that. Getting back with my co-hosts. I'm excited because we took a little pause. And so that's fun, because you have the man perspective, the woman perspective, a single person perspective, and a married person perspective. A person perspective with no children. You have me that have children. So that's really, really fun. And again, we appreciate, thank you so much, Amanda. I appreciate you. See, you see how fun this was? Like, are you ready? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. They don't understand the pressure behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But I appreciate y'all, because, if they can deal with me, anybody can have a show.
Okay, I'm telling you, that's how I feel. Like, I am a whole lot. Shout out to the production team, okay? Right. Shout out to Hollywood. Shout out to DJ Teflon. We appreciate you all, because we could not be on this platform without you all. Shout out to Q, who is a producer and who is a faithful supporter. Thank you, co-host. You see the email there. Email Miss ebony.info@gmail if you're interested in writing in and having your letter read, doing a live. And as again, no judge, this is a judgment-free zone, but we're gonna give you some love, and this is for free. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You don't have to pay that $35-$40 co-payment to go get this advice from your therapist. You can get it right here with the Laius Effect for free. You know?
Right. Right.
Thank you so much in the chat. Y'all rock on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Coach.
someone say yes. Thank you, Coach Nikki. We appreciate you. She's not on the live, but let me say this too. If you already went to her website, you'll see that she has a podcast as well. Okay, so get on that website so you can subscribe to her podcast. Okay?
Support.
Yes, support. Us women, we doing this thing, y'all.
We are.
We doing this.
We're gonna be at the White House next.
Okay, I don't know, man. Speaking into existence, okay? We're gonna be doing a live podcast show from the White House, even if it's from out there with the food trucks that be parked out there. We gonna be there, okay?
Hey, that's
Speaking
a good idea.
I'm telling you right now.
Look, we give that
And we're
our
live.
production. Our production team is rolling their eyes right now.
Right, yes, they are sick of us, okay? But I won't hold you any further. Thank you all for listening.
Yes.
Please continue to invite people to the chat. Share this this live and go to YouTube, like and subscribe. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate you all. I do not take it lightly that you all are up here watching this live tonight, or even if you're catching the replay. I am honored and I thank you, because you could be doing anything, okay? If you were like me, when you got off work today, you were tired, and the fact that you decided to give your time to me, I appreciate you all. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Thank
Love
you again, sis. Love you.